Welcome back to the Trucks, Trails, and Tales YouTube channel. As you can see, based on the garage here and the many projects I've worked on, Sam and I have both worked on, there's a ton of stuff in here, and it's a hoarder's nightmare, and I'm tired of it, so we're going to get rid of it all. That's why we got a dumpster, which you may have seen in a previous video. Yeah, we live in a world where everybody has too much stuff, and I don't like stuff, especially stuff that's just taking up valuable space and not allowing me to be able to properly focus or do stuff accordingly. So we're going to get rid of all that junk. And I know what you're going to say, Seth, that's all metal, you should have scrapped it. Yeah, this is America and I can do whatever I want to. So boo-hoo. Come get it yourself and pay me the scrap value it'll do, because you're not going to do it then. So today we're going to focus on this big metal pile back here of just random stuff that has been in car projects and fencing and other junk, and get that all taken care of because I'm tired of seeing it sitting here, and that's the biggest mover here of getting rid of stuff. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Haven't seen that floor in a while. Seth just noticed he can finally hang up the ladder instead of just having it resting there in the way of where you need to walk.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate I can't stop accumulating junk or projects or stuff like that, which we're on a kick now where we're just finishing projects. We're not getting into anything new, so yeah, that'll make it nice for not accumulating tons of junk.
We have the dumpster for 2 weeks. It's only been a few days so far, so we have some time here. Gonna go through the other phases of cleaning out our stuff and other people's stuff.
Yeah, there's a bunch of fun stuff up there, like boat seats and all kinds of other junk.
Yeah, I've never even been up there, but yeah, we will catch you in a day or two. So it is the next day. We are out here in the back of our yard, actually, with our lovely South Carolina truck here. That's a future project that we've talked about. But today we're gonna start what I'm gonna call phase 2, which is gonna be addressing this burn pit from a previous owner that has just slowly crumbled over the years. The cement blocks were just stacked. They were never like mortared or anything, if that's the correct way to say it. And the one whole side and most of the back has just slowly fallen, and a lot of the blocks are actually broken. So my plan for this morning is we're gonna go through, save all the nice blocks, throw them on the flatbed probably so we can decide what we want to keep, and then load up all the broken ones in the wheelbarrow and take those to the dumpster. We probably will get rained on, so we'll see how that goes. It did rain pretty heavy this morning, so I kind of found like a little window here. know that it's probably gonna start pouring and I'm gonna have to wrap it up today. I don't know if you can hear that. I know I'm not gonna get this completely done today, so I'm gonna just make a pile away from the grass. That way Seth can still mow or whatever if he needs to. And I want to at least just completely get it all disassembled, but just make a pile where I know I'm gonna have to continue taking stuff to the dumpster tomorrow. So it is raining. I'm gonna go let Charm inside and I'm gonna wrap this up. So I will most likely see you tomorrow and I'll show you how we're looking and what all we got done. So, all right, gonna cover the camera. So it is 2 days later. So yesterday off camera, I got the rest of the cement blocks, the broken ones, put in the dumpster, continued to collect what isn't broken so we can decide if we want any of those. And then I started hauling away what was in the burn pit as well. So today I am planning on hopefully getting everything from the burn pit loaded up and take it back and forth, and then clean up this spot the best that I can. And then we will be done with, I think, what I called phase 2. Well, I'm happy to announce that we are officially done with this portion. So great to see that gone. I obviously went through with a rake. I don't know if that does anything, but I went through with a rake, just kind of smoothing things out a little bit. I'm sure eventually some weeds or something will grow in like it did over here. You may also notice this thing needs some repairs. We're aware of that. So I promise we're not crazy. That is a future thing. But it works just fine the way it is. This ties in with a lot of things that we talk about on our channel. This thing is ancient. It was one of Seth's grandfathers. I can't remember if his parents were getting rid of it or what the situation was, but we're always the people in the family that are like, oh no, we'll take it. Like, we love old stuff. We'll fix it up and use it. I'm not 100% sure what else we're gonna film for this video. We're probably gonna do some things off camera, like I already have, just some things that are repetitive or maybe not super exciting, but we will bring you back in periodically, either to show you some things that we find, maybe in the garage attic, or just to show you the end result of the dumpster even, and just wrap things up for you. So I'm not 100% sure when we'll see you next or if it will be Seth next time, but we will bring you back in when we get more done, and thank you for watching so far.
Well, it's day, I don't know, 10 of owning a dumpster. Just kidding, we don't own it, we're just running it. We've done a lot of stuff so far. As you can see, the garage looks a million times better. I have a lot of stuff to do tonight because I have a lot of stuff I have to go through. But that's not going to be filmed because maybe Sam will bring us in and show you how it looks afterwards. Maybe we should do a pan or something. But I got stuff in boxes that I've had for so long I don't know what's going on. But anyways, cut to the chase. Before we do that, one of the main things I've been worried about is up here in our garage attic. I feel like I want to use that for storage for stuff. And I was up there one time before and I saw boat seats and a bunch of gallon, looked like RV antifreeze containers and other stuff. So I want to get up there and actually get some eyes on what it is and throw it out of here because, one, I don't want it up there, and two, I'm sure whoever buys this house further on down the road doesn't want it either.
Yeah.
You know, whether we're here till we're dead or whatever happens. So I'm going to put that ladder up there and go up in there and see what the heck's up in there. Sam so graciously handed me the camera here, and as you can see, it's really not too bad in this place. I cleaned some stuff up here, but there's a lot of old building materials in here. We'll start with this. Looks like it's just a bunch of trim, which I didn't know was up here, so that's cool. Some old downspouts. There's actually a cabinet door here, an extra cabinet door, so that's mint. Yeah, and there's this really old, like, I'm assuming it's a garage creeper that the wheels were taken off of. I don't know why they would be, but I'm definitely going to reuse that at some point, because that thing's mint. There's like a shelf over here, wood scraps, a screen door, more wood scraps over there. Shingles over there, which is awesome. So if I ever have to patch up something from shingles, I believe this is some soffit that was cut, maybe scraps, I don't know. Other than that, that's basically it. Oh, I found a scrap piece of flat bar up here too, but other than that, that's really all that was up here. It wasn't a whole lot of junk. Oh, did I mention the screen door? That's mint. And it looks like, see, that looks like somebody planned to use this because there is electricity run up to here. I haven't tested it, so who knows if it works, but yeah, somebody was going to use this for something and either ran out of time or energy, but it's cool too because you can kind of see how, like if you look over there, there's a gap in the insulation they used around this garage. So this was probably all open at one point and they just decided, hey, we're going to try to, you know, keep some heat in here or something. Either keep some heat or keep it cooler, depending on the time of the year. This year would be keep it cooler, I would imagine, because it's probably a solid 100 degrees up here, I would imagine. I'm no meteorologist, but yeah. And we'll bring you downstairs now and show you what all we gathered out of here.
So Seth worked hard up there.
Looks like I worked hard, but it's really just hot. I don't know who put all this stuff up here, but he's a man after my own heart. Apparently drinks diet green tea a lot. Don't know why those decided to make their way up there, but
I don't know why you collect those, but
yeah. The new Howdy Doody show.
Yeah, not sure if we're gonna keep that or not.
Oh, we're definitely gonna
okay. We're keeping it.
Yeah. Boat seats, a bunch of random scraps of like pipe. I don't know what this thing's for. Maybe something for a boat. Tennis rackets, a tire tube for something really big.
Yeah, it looks big.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck that's for. Other scrap stuff, and then scrap building material, and also that's it. I mean, like I said, I showed you a bunch of other stuff that's up there, but other than that, everything else up there could be usable. At least in my mind, usable. Most people think it's junk, but a lot of it's stuff that's like trim in the basement or extra soffit or other things like that, which I'd gladly keep because you never know you might need it, and maybe whoever owns this house way after we own it will be like, oh man, I need to find something, and they find a scrap something up there. So
yeah, building materials are okay, but like 10 to 15 gallon jugs, I don't know why you hang on to that and leave that for the next owner.
But yeah, it looks like somebody tried to do something up there. Yeah. So we're going to get this stuff, except for the Howdy Doody show, thrown into the dumpster so that we're ready to go there.
Yeah, and then we'll update you after.
All right, well, Sam struggles to fight with a roller that has been on there for probably 3 years.
I got it.
Got that thing all closed up. I actually might throw another screw or two in that because it looks kind of wonky now that I'm looking at it, but that's nice. It makes it feel a little more roomier in here, and you know, might add a little more space. Right now I'm just gonna go walk around and try to clean a lot of stuff up. I know everything that's in that LMC box I need to keep. Everything pretty much up here is fine to stay. All that stuff's good, but yeah, like I got a lot of leftover stuff in boxes and stuff here that I have no idea where it's from. Probably go through that. Probably all this stuff's decent. Probably a lot of stuff on these shelves too. I might try to get this table torn down and thrown away tonight because I want to replace it with this guy. Yeah, I'll give you just a quick look at what it all looks like in here. So you can get it in your memory if you even care about anything that we're doing, which 95% of people probably don't. Actually, more like 99.99999% of people probably don't. But yeah, it's looking really good in here. So I'm going to get to work on that, and Sam or I or somebody will show you this later on.
So it's been a couple days since Seth did the rest of the garage clean out, and I just wanted to walk you through super quick and just show you how it's looking afterwards. Definitely a lot more open space in here, not as crowded. As Seth mentioned, he not only had the 1939 Dodge project for a year, but just also like this donor truck and just some other little projects that were in here, and just truck parts, a little bit of everything. So much better back here. Seth has so much more room to work. And this spot is super nice. We have this workbench that his parents got him for Christmas a few years ago. Got rid of the old wooden one, moved the toolbox and things around. So this guy's super nice because he can hang stuff up. And we got some drawer space in here. So yeah, this workbench is super nice. And I know he mentioned in the future getting more of these and doing like a whole wall with them, which I think would be awesome. But we will see what happens. Obviously had a little bunch of stuff over there that we cleaned up. And then now we have so much room for activities. We obviously did a lot of cleanup in our house as well, but most of those things were not exciting in my opinion. We pretty much just went through like all of our closets. We had like a hunting closet that we needed to sort through, and I went through like decorations and things like that. So obviously the garage and the property and the burn pit, things like that were the biggest parts. And in my opinion, the most exciting, or the biggest payoff, I guess. So appreciate you watching. Hopefully you enjoy watching people get rid of stuff or tear things down, or maybe this will inspire you to get rid of some stuff. Who knows? I personally love it. It feels great. We've been waiting a while to do this, so happy to have less junk sitting around. Appreciate you watching and dealing with our shenanigans, so we will catch you in the next one. The key is to play Tetris when you're loading up a dumpster and fill in every single spot that you possibly can. And I would say that we did a great job at that.